everyone, and welcome to Valley Crafty Corner. I have my Studio Calico kit that arrived in the mail today, and this is the April kit. I got the scrapbook kit as well as the Project Life kit, and I only got a few add-ons, and I won a $5 gift card from Studio Calico for, it was a card class that I was in, and I posted some cards, and I think they just kind of pick a random winner because I didn't think my cards were super awesome. But anyway, they posted, or they sent me a little email, and I put that in my Project Life that I had won a $5 gift card. So I only got a few things over and above just because I'm on a bit of a cutback when it comes to scrapbooking supplies. I'm just trying to get past, like, I had to get my daughter's braces put on, and we had to have a fair chunk of change put down, so I was on a bit of a cutback. So I'll show you some of the add-ons that I got, and like I said, there wasn't a lot. So I got 2 of the Hero Arts inks, and I really love these inks, so I have been getting, you know, a couple here and there just to kind of keep up with it. And this one is Cornflower, and it's this really nice blue. And then this one's just one of their dye inks, and it's Brown Bark. Can never get too much brown, so I love brown ink. So that's the extras, as well as I got some of these sequins, and these are just in the pink. So you can kind of see that they're a really pretty pink in there. And I don't know how many's in here, but there's a lot. And I've just been starting to use sequins on layouts. So that's one part. I more or less got one of these stamp pads for free is what I got for, you know, the little thing. And then those other 2 little things didn't really add up to much. So I'm going to do the scrapbook kit first, just because I have it out here. So I opened this already, so please forgive me, but I was just trying to get a little prepared. And it says this kit was packed by Hannah, and Hannah must have been super excited because she gave me 2. So see how I can use those up. And then we also got these photo frames, and they're from the Hello collection by Basic Grey. And Basic Grey and Studio Calico must be in cahoots with each other, because it sure seems like we get a lot of Basic Grey stuff lately. I don't know if it's just me or not. Anyway, these are like a plastic. I'm not sure if you can hear that. They're like a really thick plastic, and they're like, these are like little photo frames. They've got little images on them, and then like some of these little frames, and then some Polaroid frames like that, and then this little viewfinder piece. So those are some of these little plasticky pieces. I bet you could use these as a mask, just because they're really thick plastic. I bet you could use that. So that would be interesting to use them as a mask. And then, of course, then we got this little thing in the kit that's got, you know, the little add-ons and everything. And, of course, all I did was get the main kit and then the Project Life kit. So that's the only things that'll be checked off on the list this time. And then this is one of those coming soon cards. And it says Atlantic. And I saw one of the ladies, she used this for her Project Life. I can't remember who it was, and I said to her I was totally going to steal that, and she said, yeah, go for it. So I'm going to be using this for probably my Project Life, I would think. And then we got some Twine and Stink. These are like wood grain stars. And then these Basic Grey for Studio Calico, these really light blue alpha stickers, and I really like this blue. It's pretty hard to tell the right color on it, but it's really like a soft robin's egg blue kind of color is what I would say. And then we got these Hey You label stickers from Basic Grey. More Basic Grey stuff again. And I'm not saying that I don't like basic gray. It just seems like it's the same thing over and over and over again. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not particularly fond of this stamp. The smile's cute, but I'm not really particularly fond of that, so I'm not sure how that'll work. And then we got these cork cameras, and you can't really tell, but these little inner size, you can't really see the circle, I don't think. But there's a circle on the inside, and that gets popped out if you need to. So that's that. And then there's some more of these little stickers. They're in a black, or maybe it's a really dark cocoa color, I would say, maybe. And then we got a whole bunch of these little speech bubble pieces. I'm kind of maybe over this speech bubble thing. It just seems like it's a lot, but I suppose you could cut the little piece off here and you can use them as tabs. So those are the speech bubbles. Oops. Okay, so that's that. Before I get into the paper, this is the other thing that we got, and it's this super wide chevron washi tape. And I have sometimes a hard time using the wider washi tape, but this is a really pretty one. I mean, some people are saying they're getting over the chevrons, and I still like the chevrons. So it looks like that, which is really pretty. I really like it. And these colors also match the Pebble Seen and Noted paper collection, especially that chevron print, because there's a chevron print in the Pebble Seen and Noted. So I could see using this with that as well. Then I'll just flip this over, because I've already looked at this paper. And this is the one side. This is very bright, over busy pattern for my taste. And then there's this side, and this is a Tim and Beck paper, and it just says SC 2000 and then 1. So I guess that would be 20,001. But this, I like this side. It's a little bit more muted. But I said that about that other really bright pattern last month, where I said I didn't really care for it because I thought it was too busy, and I ended up liking it in the end. And sometimes that's the way for me, is sometimes I start using a piece of paper and then all of a sudden it clicks in and I get why they put it in the package. So maybe it might be the same thing for this. I might figure out how to use it in the end. And then sometimes I have a piece of paper and I have a hard time cutting into it because I really, really like it. So we'll see how that goes for this piece. Then there's this cork pattern and this nice kind of yellow print in the background, but this is what that cork pattern looks like. It's really dark though. And this is Studio Calico exclusive, and it says Big News, and I really like this side. I'm not sure if I'll use this side, but I really like that alphabet. And then there's this kind of like bubble pattern, and then this blue airmail, this like kind of minty blue airmail piece at the bottom. And this one's called New Tile, and we had a sheet like this for February, I believe it was, and it was kind of like a gray and white pattern, exactly the same as this. So this one's a little bit of a light blue. I'm not sure what to compare it to. I guess blue would be like that. So it's pretty close to that. Then we got this hexagon vellum. And I didn't use too much of the last vellum that we got, so I'm not sure if maybe I'm having a hard time with the vellum, but you know, I'll see how that goes. And then there's this piece here, which is this kind of like orangey, yellowish, mustardish looking floral print. And then this, my camera's going to have a hard time picking it up, but it's like some variegated sizes of dots, and it's like an orange on orange pattern, and it's basic gray for Studio Calico. And I'll just get in a little closer so you can kind of see. That's the variegated dot pattern. And then when you pull it back, it kind of like looks really funky. So we'll see how that works. And then this is some glitz paper. And this is the, I really like this paper. I've kind of wanted my hands on it to, you know, experiment with it and stuff like that. So I'm glad we got it in the kit. And it is called, it just says Color Me Happy. It says fabulous front with coordinating back. So I'm not sure what that means. This is the back side, and it's got this who, what, when, where. And this is kind of like a diamond print at the back. And this is All About a Boy by Lori Whitlock and by Echo, or for Echo Park. And I had a hard time using the arrow pattern in the last month's kit because it was different colors. This has an arrow pattern on this side. However, it is all kind of like this wood grain pattern. And the camera is kind of like showing you weird looking patterns. But if I get in a little closer, you can kind of see that wood grain pattern rather than it looking like it's kind of burnt out in different parts of the paper. So that I probably will maybe use as a background or even a layer paper, but this side's even okay. And then this is some more glitz paper, and this is Color Me Happy. Oh, it's chalkboard. This one's called chalkboard. I wonder what that other one was called. It doesn't say, I don't think. Just says Color Me Happy Stripes. The other one, this one's the chalkboard one, and it says you can never have too much happy, which is totally true. So this black chalkboard print, and then this kind of minty lattice almost print on the back side. So I like that. And then the cardstock that we got this month is this kind of navy, this gray, a tan, and then this white, and I know it's probably not going to show up. I'm going to try. If you can see, it kind of looks a little like waffled almost. So as I would kind of say it, this is how the paper would have a texture from that Fifth and Frolic paper. Kind of looks like a wet paper towel. Well, this has the texture of a wet paper towel. When it's dried, it's kind of like waffled feeling. So that is the main kit for this month, and it's called Spencer. Now I'm going to show you the Project Life kit. And I did look at a few things that were in here, but I didn't open up the actual cards themselves. So, or some of these other pieces, because I've seen them, other people doing videos on it, so I didn't really want to get into it too much. So anyway, there's these two flare badges, and they say Rad and Live, or Live. I just have them upside down there, sorry guys. So that's what they look like. And then these are some arrows, and they're in this really dark cork pattern, and they are double-sided. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't be, so that you could maybe use the back side, but they're really dark. So we'll see how I can use those. And there's a whole bunch in here. I would say it's similar to the package of the vellum arrows that we got at Christmas time. Okay, so that's those. We also got these kind of like orangey colored labels. And those are from Twine and Ink. We got the same ones before in a yellow. Let me just see if I have them here. Maybe not. These are the stars that are like the yellow ones that we got, but same idea, same principle. You know, they're all from Twine and Ink, which I believe is a brand from Studio Calico. I'm just looking for those labels and I don't see them, so we'll just ignore that for now. And then there's these little mini alphas, which is the same as the ones that came in the studio, or like in the scrapbook kit, except these have a wood grain. I'm just going to see if it'll pick it up. If you can see that. They have a wood grain pattern on them. We also got a little package of sequins this month as well, which I've never done sequins for a Project Life layout, so I might try it just to see how it works. And then we also got these little wood clips, so you can kind of see what they look like. Some of them have a design, some don't. So those are those. There's a few of them in there. We also got these little envelopes, and these are from Fancy Pants. So there's 3 here. One's an anchor one, this stripe one, and this green dot. And I don't know how I would use these. Sandra from Oh Snap Gonzo, I think her name is, she said the same thing. And like, we don't hardly go to the beach. It's not that we don't want to, we just don't live close to the beach. And we don't really ever go on a boat, so I don't know how I would use this. And I'm kind of over the envelope thing. I had a whole bunch of these from before, and I really don't know how to use them. So if anybody has any ideas how to use these envelopes in Project Life, give me a shout. Let me know, because I don't know. And then I'm just going to bang this stamp down because it was up above. This is a stamp yet from Hello Forever for Studio Calico. I like this stamp set. The last few months, the stamp set from Studio Calico has been a little last month I didn't really care for. The month before that, like February, was okay. The January one I loved. So I hope I really like this one. I like some of the things that it has on here, like this high, heart this, hello, hello May, it says, so I guess it's for May. The best, important, just a little randomness, let the adventure begin. And then it's got this clock and arrows and then these big arrows up there. So I like that part so far. We'll see how it works, because sometimes you get a stamp set and you really, really like it and you think you'll use it lots and you don't. So I'm kind of hoping that that stamp set will work really well. So these are, of course, the cards. So we'll just go through these real quick. These are the 3x4 cards. So we have, this one, and it says April right here. A multicolored triangle. And these ones all have ledger print on the backside, which I really like. And then this one's kind of like a ribbon, which I would assume you could write something in there. This arrow print, which I'm not too crazy about. This one that's got this little heart here. This little arrow pattern that's similar to the paper in the kit, and then same thing with that wood, or this cork pattern. This one that's got rated on here. Always Be You. And this one, I really like. This little pattern here looks like the Glitz Design. Oh, come on, focus. Looks like that Glitz Design washi tape, the top little strip on there, so I like that. This says Mommy. I don't know if I'd use that one. Live a Colorful Life. This one here that's got little boats on it. You can see a boat there, a boat there, a boat there, a boat there. It's got numbers on them. This one that says Take Note. Some people look for a beautiful place, others make a place beautiful, and I like that. This that says I want to remember this. True Story, Seriously. You and Me, and it again has a really fine straight pattern on the edge. And this one I'm not too crazy about. This looks like a sun and then kind of like a collage-y looking thing. And then this is some stars around the background. This one says Start Here, To Be Continued. And this one's a speech bubble. This one says currents, and it's like loving, loathing, reading, watching, listening, eating, drinking, making, needing, wanting, wishing, thinking. I like that. Photograph goes here. I like that. This one that's got really tiny cameras. And then this one that's got a heart up above. And then this is the 4x6s, and this one says Mother's Day, so I would assume they're sending you this so that you could be ready for May, because we're only in April, so I'm not sure what the deal is. You would have thought for March we would have had some Easter ones in there, or in April we would have had some Easter ones in there, but we never got any Easter ones, it seems like. I just think that's a little weird. So now we've done from St. Patrick's Day to Mother's Day. We kind of bypassed Easter, so I just thought that was a little weird. So there's that one. I'm not too crazy about that one, but you know, you can always cover that up with a photo. Every day is a blessing. Then there's this kind of weird, mazy looking pattern one with this little journal part there, which is kind of weird. Then there's this one that you could fold in half. I don't know if the camera's picking up. There's a score line here, and it's got these pencils here. This one says that this makes me happy. And then this one that's got like a number print on it. So that's the Studio Calico kit, Project Live, as well as the scrapbook kit. Kind of a little mixed feelings about the kit right now. I guess we'll have to see how it goes as to what products I really end up using the most. I know I have a hard time with the envelopes, so I know those will probably not be used. And I don't really show you guys, you know, what's left of my Project Life kit, because I usually throw it in with the other stuff, and I figure I'll use it eventually, so I don't really show you what I have left of that. But because I got this kit right now, so this is April 8th, I haven't finished my March kit yet. I feel like I could get a couple more layouts out of it. I'm not completely done with it. Sometimes I don't get as many layouts as I thought I would, and I'm just bored with the kit, so I have to put it away. But I have at least one more full 12x12 piece of paper, and I really want to use that paper. So I want to try and get at least one more, if not two more scrapbook pages out of the kit. And then I'll show you what I have finished, how many layouts I've got, and what I've got left of the kit. So that'll be coming up shortly. And then I'll move on to the April kit. I don't want to tap into it until I feel like I've completely finished the March kit. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave me advice about these little envelopes and any other little tips you guys have for me. I'm totally listening to what you guys have to say, and thanks for watching. Bye.